Hi, I'm Myra Kornfeld. I'm a cookbook author and cooking instructor, and I have lots of tips and recipes to make your cooking life a whole lot easier. Today, I'm going to make traditional sauerkraut. This time-honored fermentation process is going to turn the pedestrian cabbage into an uber-raw natural probiotic. This ferment is going to be with regular green cabbage, although red cabbage, Napa cabbage, they're all good. So I have a quarter here. I quartered it, and this is how I'm shredding. I'm cutting out the core. We don't want the root in here, so to get rid of that, put it aside. Hold it like so, and make your fingers like a mandolin and just shred. You could also use a mandolin or the shredding blade in your food processor. I'm starting with about 10 cups of cabbage. It's a little over half of a large one or 3/4 of a small cabbage. I'm mixing in some carrots to this ferment, and then I'm going to start the process with the help of salt. Salt is what inhibits the growth of undesirable bacteria long enough for lactic acid to start forming. Now, here's how it works. We've got lactobacilli, and these are delightful little microorganisms that are already present on the leaves and roots of plants. So with a little encouragement, they convert the starches and sugars in the leaves to lactic acid, and that's how we get the term lactofermentation. Also, what happens is the vitamin C levels really increases, there's lots of enzymes, and in the end, what we've got this, in a way, it's called pre-digested fermented cabbage. It's got a great tangy flavor, and it promotes the growth of healthy flora throughout the intestines, and it makes harder to digest foods much more digestible. The 4 teaspoons of salt is perfect for the amount that's going to fit into 1 quart. And now I'm going to add a few extra things to enliven this sauerkraut. A little bit of garlic, some ginger, some scallions, and I have here this delightful little pepper. This is a Fresno pepper my market happened to have, and it's going to give it some really pretty color. It's not super hot. And I'm mixing these in, and now I'm ready to pack this into the jar. You could also add caraway seeds and fennel seeds and juniper berries, sliced onions, sliced fennel, fresh herbs. There are so many things that you could put into your ferments. Really makes it fun. Now it's time to pack this into my ball jar. I like using a jar with an insert because as it starts to ferment, this gets really firm. While you're packing it in, you'll think that there's no room, but there is. Now I could squeeze this down with my spoon here again, but since I have that pounder, just really goes down deep, and plus the juices come out over the kraut, and that's important. So I'm pushing this down. Notice how much liquid is rising to the top. It's amazing. So this is just right. What we've got here is we've got about 1 inch of room from the top, and we have the whole cabbage is covered with liquid, and that's what we want. Now I just screw on the lid and let it go. So I'm going to leave this on the counter. Now at 3 days, this poppy piece here is going to be firm, so we'll already have all of this activity going, and I could transfer it to the refrigerator and start eating it. It's best if you have the patience to leave it for up to 2 weeks on the counter and then transfer it to the refrigerator at that point, and then even wait an additional 2 weeks. I think when you try making this, you'll be as excited as I am.